buckle up, because we're about to do a lot in one video. And by a lot, I mean a proper office redo. I don't mean just like changing out a couple pillows or whatever. No. We are doing wallpapering, crown molding, chair rail, paint, new lighting. Like, I'm going hardcore. We're gonna go from a very millennial gray neutral office to hopefully a coastal cottage sailboat dream space.
I can always repaint it. Yep. All right, keep on keeping on. Oh, it looks so good. What am I gonna use it for, you ask? Great question.
I really hope it turns out the way it looks in my head right now, because in my head it looks great. So.
Pretty much most all of the big items that I got for this redo are all from Lowe's. I am getting to work with Lowe's on today's video. I actually just placed another order, and I want to go in person today to look at paint colors with y'all once we kind of see all of this together. I didn't want to spend so much money on this redo, so I love Lowe's pricing. They just have really fair, great pricing. I'm gonna link all of these things down below, but most of these things are from Allen & Roth, Origin 21. Project Source had a lot of really cute things. The kind of general feel I'm going for is coastal cottage, yes. I love East Coast style, but I live on the West Coast, so I want it to kind of have some hints of each coast. I have an electrician coming to help me remove the fan and put in this light. It like feels like a luxe hotel to me. I want to wallpaper above the chair rail. I got this wallpaper. This is just peel and stick, and it has this kind of classic stripe pattern. I thought this is just gonna age well. It's timeless, it's classic, it's a little more traditional, but I also feel like it's kind of coastal. In case I'm doing any kind of more outfit type things, it's always helpful to have a mirror to take a selfie in to link pieces of clothing. I got this mirror. I thought that the pricing of it was great. It's just the classic shape. It could be hung above the chair rail, I thought, perchance. So we'll see exactly what layout we end up doing, but this is from Origin 21. And it's just like a simple wood frame around it. And then I haven't unwrapped the rug yet. Here's a picture of it. Isn't it cute with the little like cream border? One of the reasons I love to get things from Lowe's too is that you can do free shipping if you spend over $45, or you could do in-store pickup if you want to just swing by and grab something for free, or you can do same-day delivery if you place an order before 2 p.m. I will have these things linked for you if you also live near Lowe's, or if you don't, the free shipping really comes in clutch. So before I get ahead of myself any further, I want to take you back a couple days to where we had to take apart my existing office. First, here's what it looked like before, just as a refresher. White couch, huge desk that I got on Facebook Marketplace. One of the things I wanted to do was get a smaller desk, so I thrifted a smaller desk, and getting that big desk out of the room was interesting. So let's just roll that footage really quick. We just had to cut the desk in half because it doesn't come apart in pieces, and I did that. Well, I did it till the very end, and then Jordy finished it off because I was scared.
Great.
It was fun. It was a thrill. We're just getting a little idea of the size of the new small one. Oh my gosh. It's gonna feel huge in here.
Yeah. We're great.
Yeah, there's gonna be so much space when this is out to walk around. Wow. This is gonna be great. First step done. Thank you, baby. And now, if you watch my daily vlogs or my day in the life normal vlogs, you already got a sneak peek of this, but I had a carpenter come and he did the crown molding, the chair rail, and the bead board, and it looks so good. So my goal today is to try to get that painted so that we can move the furniture back because we're actually leaving town. And then that way, when I get back in town, I can wallpaper, but Jordy's not gonna be back. So I can't move that couch by myself. So my goal is to paint today. The big decision I have to decide is, do I want to paint it cream or do I want to paint it a color? First, initially, I was kind of thinking about doing a navy, but I think the navy feels too dark actually. So here's what it looks like with the navy. This is with the old desk, but the new light, the new rug, and the new wallpaper. So that's what it looks like with navy. Or this is what it looks like with cream, which I do really like. Or I've been seeing a lot of people do like a very light coastal blue, like this.
See, that's a chair rail. That's a nice light blue, but I would obviously have striped wallpaper above it. I'm kind of leaning towards a light blue a little bit. My only hesitation is I don't want it to look like a little boy's nursery. So yeah, I'm kind of torn on what color I want to do, but that's the big decision today. Previously, when I was debating between navy and cream, posted those renderings on my Instagram and asked people to vote. Most people voted navy, but the DMs I got were justifying cream. One girl summarized it perfectly because I said I was going for coastal cottage. She said that the navy was coastal cottage, but then the cream was coastal cottage. Like one was way more coastal and one was way more cottage. Let's just go call it on the field. Let's just go call it on the field. Okay, I'm picking up a ton of different paint samples, and Smoke Infusion is definitely more of a gray undertone. Cambridge Lily is a bit of like a green undertone. And then Lagoon Reflection is more of a blue undertone. Kind of leaning towards one of these. I'm going for the little more colorful one, and I really hope I don't regret it. I got the Cambridge Lily, and I placed my order on a touchscreen. I've never done it before, and I'm in the queue for them to make this. So, wow, I felt so confident in some of these as I was picking them up, and then would pick up a different one and then totally change my mind. So let's hope I like this. Oh, I like it. I splurged for the single coat paint. It's been an hour and I've done one wall. I didn't realize that this beadboard, it's just MDF, but the little pattern between it requires you going in very meticulously to both of these grooves in order to have the paint be completely filled. But I just went ahead and committed and fully finished this wall because the couch will go against this wall, so that at least if I don't finish this weekend before we leave for our trip, I can at least have Jordy put the couch back. But I'm gonna see how much more I do in an hour and a half. I'm gonna go through and fill in with a paintbrush first and then follow behind with a roller. But the color I love. Right now it's against the gray, so it's like not as much of a contrast as it will be against the white stripes. But the color is actually so perfect. I feel like I haven't gotten this lucky with a paint color on the first try with no samples ever. So, feeling great about that. Hello, hi, good morning. It's many days after, but it's a handful of days after the last footage you saw. I am properly dead. Waking up so hard. For context, I just got home last night from the Lighthouse vlog. I flew home. Jordy is going from that trip to another one, and so I just flew home by myself. And I was supposed to land at 6:30. My flight was so delayed. I didn't until after midnight. And I scheduled an electrician to come this morning at 8 a.m. So I woke up to a text at 7:30 saying, on our way? And I said, okay. By the time I got home and unpacked and took Max out and got ready for bed and whatever, I didn't get as much sleep as I normally get, you know what I mean? But we have today and tomorrow to finish this whole room. So we got a lot to do. Let's go check the upstairs. I haven't been upstairs since I got home because I've only been home for a handful of hours. I shoved back all the furniture that I had to pull out because we had a house sitter while I was gone. So it's pretty stuffed in here, but I'm hoping that it's enough space for them to do what they need to do. So, say goodbye to the plain white fan from, I don't even know what year. It's just not a looker, you know? And I feel like this hanging here is gonna look so good. Just gotta make sure I got everything I need for them. The thing that I'm unsure about is I never have figured out what this light switch does. There's no upside down outlets, so it doesn't go to any of the outlets. I think that they just might have jimmy rigged this for the remote for this. Does this turn? No, but then when I turn that off, it doesn't do. So I hope that this doesn't end up being more complicated than I realize. Because the electrical in this house is kind of funny. It is kind of funny. So if they end up needing to like go deep in our walls or whatever, that could put a hinder on some things. Thoughts and prayers. Bye-bye. 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 We're done!
Couple things. Every time we do a project in this house, we learn about things that weren't done properly that we have to redo. Basically, a lot of things were done very illegally on the electrical side. Our outlets were literally rigged to where if an inspector puts the thing in it to test them, they don't test as faulty, but they are faulty. So we're gonna hire him to come back and completely rewire the upstairs. So that's fun. Also, we did a temporary fix for this light because there's actually no switch here. This doesn't go to anything. To be able to get this to work, he's gonna have to go deep into the wall and stuff. And I was like, you know what? We'll just keep doing what the last owners did for now, and then we'll have you come back for a whole, it'll probably be like a 2-day project of all the electrical stuff. So for now, this is on its own continuous power supply, which is crazy. So there's no switch for it. So I'm gonna go get smart lights, smart bulbs that have a remote control, which a perk to that is I can dim it and make it kind of mood lighting. That's what we have in our bedroom and all of our lamps is we have the same smart lights. They have a remote control, they have an app, and then you can kind of set the mood. You can even do colors if you want. So I'm gonna go and get bulbs for this, a remote for this. We're gonna schedule a time for him to come back and fix all of the electrical issues upstairs. But as much as that sucks, it is nice to be able to know these things, he said, especially before kids, because literally some of the junction boxes in the attic had no cap and just had insulation sitting on top of it. A single spark, and that's just like a kindling fire waiting to happen. I stole some lights from elsewhere as my temporary solution, just to have good light in here. Oh, it looks so good. Sick. I'm stoked. I'm gonna start on some wallpaper. I need a step stool, an audiobook, some caffeine, and a lot of patience. I think it'll look really nice. First stripe done. 17,000 more to go. Can we picture it? I definitely do like the color with the blue. Okay, all right. What do you think, Max? What do you think? Do you like it? TBD? Okay, you just enjoy being under there. Oh my gosh, 5 hours later, I've done it. I've actually completed every single wall before striking out to town, and I love the way it looks. My walls are very textured, so there's a couple spots that I might have to like redo, but I also think from afar it's not that noticeable, and especially too once I have art hanging on the wall. You know, I'm just a girl. But I have a couple rolls, full rolls left over. I overbought on purpose just to be safe, also because the price of it was pretty great. So I can't wait to do more. What I'm gonna do though is make a coffee and then clean up all of my mess down here. And then we'll start dreaming and scheming about furniture layout because that will determine what I might need to buy versus not. Like if I do need a shelf or not. So I think that is our next step here. How about let's take a break from all the manual labor together and have a little coffee time. Story time together. There's a story that I've been meaning to share with y'all. Part of it is very sweet. Part of it is pretty tragic and sad, but my first ever commercial agent in LA, her name's Julie, we keep up still to this day. She actually watches pretty much every single vlog. She's so cute. She's so sweet. Sadly, a couple weeks ago, by the time this vlog comes out, there was a ton of flooding in her area and she has essentially lost her home. Her home is no longer standing. She's put in a couple emergency support beams to like kind of try to keep it standing for now. There's a huge news story that happened, but her bottom floor is filled with just earth. Like earth just came in through the walls and it's flooded, and I wanted to share this story for a couple reasons. One, because I want to link her GoFundMe. I know that, you know, the world is expensive for everyone right now, but if you are feeling called to be generous in any way, I'll have her GoFundMe link down below. I've contributed and I just wanted to, you know, give her some eyeballs for this thing that she's going through, because I know community and support from others is like what makes the world go round. The local news station came to do a story about it, which we were talking about it, and I was like, I'm hopeful that this also brings some traction to your GoFundMe as well. Guess what is so small world that happened? So she has a Tovala, because I never shut up about them, which is the smart oven, which I just did a campaign about last vlog or the vlog before, and she loves it too. And I guess one of the people high up at Tovala's company lives in her area, saw the news story. I don't know how they put two and two together that she's a member, and gave her a ton of free food credit so that she has hot meals while she doesn't have access to a full kitchen, or obviously food is expensive. And I was so touched by that. She sent me a screenshot of the email of just this person up at Tovala saying her story, and out of the kindness of their heart wanted to help and contribute. And so sending her hot meals for her oven was how they did that. And then she emailed back and she was like, I know of your oven because Michel. And they emailed back and they're like, we love Michel. We just worked with Michel. And I'm like, crazy small world story. So I thought that that was a very kind thing that they did. And I also just want to do whatever my part is to help Julie out. And along with contributing to her GoFundMe, just mention her story, because I know she's really going through it right now. That home has been where she's put all of her life earnings, and it's not being covered by insurance is the thing. That's like the thing that is really so just brutal. Some of the systems that we have in place that don't actually protect the people that need protecting is like, so much needs to be reformed, honestly. So I'm really feeling for her right now, but just wanted to share her story, link that down below, and then also share something sweet and feel good, because I love that A, that that's such a small world moment, and B, that it was a really creative way for a brand that I love and look up to then step in and help someone that I happen to know and care for. So I just love to see kind people being kind at work. So yeah, that's my story time. I need this to hit my veins because we're about to move some furniture. Let's try furniture layout number 1, which is different from how it's always been. Furniture layout number 2 is just the layout it's always been. And that is, I just emptied this bookcase. Let's see if I could do this by myself. Nothing a girl and some iced coffee can't handle. I don't know how wide these are, because I have this old bench that I bought with my mom, and it's always just on our steps, which doesn't quite feel right. Ugh, I wonder if it's gonna be too long though. Okay, let's see. Doesn't really match the desk. That looks weird. The reason I'm even doing this is I think it would be really nice to have a mirror on this wall that won't be behind my camera point of view, but will be easy to look in for people that are staying here, and then also for outfit picks. So the other option. Do I get rid of these glass cabinets? Is it time, or rather move them elsewhere? Jordy might love them in his studio. They've had a long life here with me. I bought them, I think they're like 70 bucks a piece. I bought them pre-COVID, which feels like a lifetime ago. I just kind of feel like it's a lot of furniture for this room, and I'm kind of liking less furniture in here. And I also kind of do like a vibe of a mirror over here. You know what would be kind of cool is the mirror hovering here, going over the lip, and then 2 smaller shelves here and here on either side of it. That might be cool. I do think I like that. Okay. Okay, looking at all the options, currently this is super on sale. I'm iffy about how I feel about the wood tone of it, but since it's so affordable, I think I'm gonna buy it, and if I don't like the wood tone, once I open it up, paint this the same color as my chair rail, that same blue. It's $14. Like, that's kind of hard to pass up. I think that that's gonna be my most cost-effective and least amount of work plan. And I do like that it's also thick, whereas if I got real lumber, it would be thinner unless I spent a lot more money. Something that I kind of want to do, I mean, it is Saturday after all, get out and do one non-essential thing, which is just swing by the antique mall. There's an antique mall that I've only been to once or twice, so I feel like it could be fun to swing in and check. They're open for another hour. Just see if there's any last minute kind of unique, old, once in a lifetime kind of finds to add to our actual decorating day tomorrow. Obviously, I have a lot of just like kind of antique-y thrifted finds from over the years, but a lot of the things that are going in this office are newer. So I want to try to balance the new with the old because coastal cottage, we need some old charm. We need some warmth. Maybe the perfect thing is waiting for us. I don't know. You know, I don't know.
Okay, let me show you what I found at the antique mall. I'm really so pumped about all of these things. I'm also sweaty because I just ate soup, and soup was an odd choice for a summer night. Okay. This is a mantle. It's a hand-carved mantle. It's solid wood. It's very primitive. It's super cool. I feel like it looks kind of driftwood. What am I gonna use it for, you ask? Great question. And I'm gonna let the handyman tell me what's possible. It could be cool over the window. It could be cool under the mirror upside down like a lip. It could be cool over that hutch just hanging on the wall. I don't know how you hang it necessarily. It looks like there's these notches for wood. So I don't know if you like have to screw notches of wood into the wall and then let this sit against it. I don't know. I'm gonna ask him tomorrow when he comes, and that will determine kind of where our options are. And then I found the coolest lamp. We did indeed test it, and it does work. I was thinking about getting old brass sconces for the wall, but then I didn't want to do all the electrical work. So this is gonna have that same brass sconce feel, but as a bedside table, rather couch side table, but the couch folds out into a bed. I just think it's so cool.
This I just think is really fun. I don't know what or where I will use it, but it was $8. And it's a hand-carved butter mold. Isn't that so cool? I thought this was awesome. This is a wall clip. This vintage brass hand. The back says Japan. The hand has like a little ring. I have a lot of ideas of where this could go and what this could be. Obviously, it would be so nice to just have like your calendar, your to-do list, whatever, that you could like, whatever. Some of these things we're gonna just call last minute when we actually decorate. But my to-do list for tonight, oh goodness. Okay, what is my to-do list for tonight? I gotta think. Set up the new light bulbs. See if I want to paint these blue because I would want them fully dried by tomorrow so that he can hang them. And then I thought that this plant was so pretty. It has little hints of pink. Very cool. Do you approve, buddy? Do you like the rug? Do you like the rug? Yeah. The mirror's up. Doesn't it look so good here? And then look, I just did a second coat on these, so they're a little bit lighter than the rest right now, but right underneath the chair rail makes it feel kind of built in, and now I have a spot to display a couple things. Down the line, I think it would be really nice to do like a sconce on either side of this as well, and like have that kind of light, whatever's below it, and be dimmable too. Whether that's another smart one that I can control from the same remote, which now, by the way, the remote is here. Isn't that handy? I still need to finish syncing it. I haven't finished syncing it to the app, but I'll do that when I do that. But maybe something that I can dim and control there and just have smart lights in it. And, you ready for this? Boom. Isn't that cool? Doesn't it add just more kind of like old world charm? And then I can still style things on top of this and not have it fully block it. And it just kind of centers and anchors this and adds something interesting. Look at this. I hit my lamp, but isn't that nice? So now it gets like dark and cozy in here too. I can't believe what all we just did. But welcome to your new background, your new backdrop for whenever I film in this office. I hope y'all enjoyed this more kind of themed vlog. I know it was
a lot of time in this room, but I feel very satisfied. I will have all the things linked down below that we use. I'll have the paint color, the wallpaper, the light, the mirror, the rug, all the things that we got in this vlog. I can link them for y'all, whether it's in-store pickup or shipping or same-day delivery. There's lots of different ways to get it. So love that. We love convenience. I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you for a normal vlog very soon. Potentially next vlog. I'm getting a tattoo. Is that next vlog? I think it is. That's crazy. Love you. Bye.